Are you looking for legit free PayPal money methods? Then this video is for you. My name is Michael and many of you have asked me for an updated video about the best PayPal jobs online that you can do no matter your background, and therefore I decided to record this video where I will show you my top 10 recommended methods for this. So before we go over the 10 methods, let's first clarify what you can earn with these methods, because I will include, as mentioned, 10 different methods. Some of them super easy, some of them require a little bit more effort. Of course, the more effort, the more you will earn. In general, when you see any of these videos online, or articles online that claims like hundreds of dollars, PayPal cash, click a button, something like that, that's just a lie. That's just clickbait. That's not how it works. The effort will always equal the amount you will earn also. So very easy methods where you just click a little bit will not earn you a lot. Things that can earn you a lot of PayPal money will require more effort. And I will show you methods that can both just earn a little bit extra right now, but then you also don't need to do anything particular. Sometimes you can even earn like passively and you do not need any particular background. Some others of the ones that I'll show you require a little bit more skills, a little bit more effort to start earning, but then the earning potential is also higher, and some of the options can even become a full-time online income. So which of the methods that are best for you really depends on your personal preferences, and therefore it's also not as such a prioritized list, because it all depends on your income goals and how much effort you are willing to put into this. So with that clarified, let's now get to these 10 options. So if you are looking for PayPal money fast and a very easy method, then paid service is definitely one of the easiest ways to start earning some extra money. It is not necessarily for all, because some people just don't like taking paid service. Other people live in a country where there's not a lot of paid service, but don't worry, then there's a lot of other options in this video as well. But if you do like taking paid service or are interested in, then I do have a list on my website of 51 legit paid service sites that pay via PayPal. I have been paid by all of them. I'll leave a link to this below so you can go there and check that out if you think this sounds interesting for you. The next option is something that has a higher earning potential, but it also requires more effort because it's actually a job. This is to get a chat support jobs that you can do from home, because many people are interested in this chatting, doing support. And I also do have an article on my website about 5 legit platforms where you can find this type of chat support jobs. I'll leave the link to this below also, so you can go there if you think this is interesting for you. Then you can read more about the different options, how to get started, what to expect from each of these options. Next, I want to talk about getting paid to watch ads or click ads online, because this is one of the money-making methods that I hear people ask about all the time, because they see these clickbait videos where it claims you can earn hundreds of dollars per day online. And let me just make it clear, yes, you can earn by clicking ads online, but you do need to do it with the right expectations. Clicking ads has one of the lowest earning potential out of many different types of online earning opportunities. Yes, it can be easy, but overall you will have to invest a lot of time to earn any decent money. But I do have a video, if you're interested in this, on my channel here about different realistic ways to earn by watching videos. I'll leave a link to that below also. So if you think this is interesting, then you can go and check that out. But please be aware that this does not have a very high earning potential. So the next option I want to talk about is to use user testing sites, because there are quite a lot of platforms, and I'm just on one example now called User Tribe. Also it's called Sonar in general now, but this is just one example. I also have a list on my website about even more of these user testing platforms, because here you can sign up and test websites and apps and get paid for that, and usually they pay quite decently. It's not something you can do for a full-time or part-time job, because there's not that many tasks, but when you do get a task, like I once did one where I got like $75 or so for half an hour, where I had to sit and record my screen and think out loud, speak out loud while I was recording the screen and doing different tasks. So that's usually how it works. That was also very high paying, but very often you can earn like $10, $20 for like between 10 and 30 minutes. But it can be a good idea to sign up for several of these platforms to get access to more opportunities. Also, this list here, I will leave a link to below so you can go there and check that out if this sounds like the right opportunity for you. But remember, you can also use many of the different options. You don't have to just stick to one. So if you just want to try different things, then you can just combine it as you want to. Another very popular way to earn online is microjobs, and this can, for example, be small social media tasks or other kind of tasks, signing up for websites, some small tasks. There's quite a few platforms that offer jobs like this, and you can do these from all countries, and many of them also offer to pay via PayPal. However, there are also a lot of really poor microjob websites and even scams. So I have also made a list on my website about the best microjob sites. I will also leave a link to this below. There you can go there and read more about them, find full tutorials, read all the information if you want to start with this opportunity. Next, I want to talk about passive income apps. And one example is just Pawns, because here you can just install it and earn by sharing your unused internet bandwidth. But that's just one example of passive income apps where you literally do not have to do anything extra to earn. I also have a list on my website about even more of these passive income apps, and it means that you literally do not have to do anything else than what you're usually doing. In some cases, for example, like the one I showed you here, you just install it and then you let it run in the background and will earn. Of course, since it is completely passive, the earning potential is also limited, but because you don't have to do anything extra, then why not use some of these methods to get a little bit of extra money? As you can see, I also have a list on my website about the best of these opportunities, so I will also leave a link to that below so you can also check that out. We are now more than halfway through the list, and it would be great if you could just take 1 second to like this video, because it can help it to be seen by more people, and I would definitely appreciate that support. So next I want to talk about transcription jobs, because this is also something that I often get questions about, because which jobs can you do as a transcriber if you're a complete beginner? And there are ways to do that. Of course, this type of jobs does require some skills. You need to be good at languages, good at listening. You need to have the right equipment for it, but it is something you can be trained to do, and some platforms for beginners even give you that training. If you become a good transcriber, you can earn quite good money, even in some cases a full-time income by doing this. I also have a video on my channel here about the 7 best transcription jobs online for beginners. I will leave a link to that below, also in the top corner here, so you can find that and learn more about this. So when we're talking about earning online, data entry sites is of course also a very popular method to earn extra PayPal money. But people often do it with the wrong expectations. They expect that they can just do a little bit of putting things into an Excel sheet or something like that and then make a full-time income. Of course, that's not the case. It does require patience, but it can be an easy way without many skills where you can earn some extra money. And I do also have a list on my website of the best data entry sites to earn extra money, and you can also find that below there to get a full overview, full tutorial of all of them. Also find joining links so you can easily get started with the platforms you choose are the right for you. So next, I wanted to go over how you can earn by playing games online, and I'm right now on App Karma, which is just one example of an app you can download and then you can earn by playing games inside. But I also do have a list on my website of even more opportunities where you can earn by playing games online. Just be aware that you will not earn a lot by playing these games, but you do not need any skills. You do not need to be a gamer for this or anything like that. If you were looking for like game testing jobs where you can actually potentially earn a full-time income, then it's an actual job you need to apply for. Then it will require quite a lot of skills and effort. I do have a video about game testing jobs like that. I'll leave a link in the top corner, so if that's what you're going for, you can check that out. But here we're talking about something anyone can do, just as long as you like playing games on your phone or on your computer. And many of them makes it very easy to earn enough to get paid into your PayPal account. And I also have a list on my website, as you can see, where I have all these that I have tested that I actually find worth it. You can find a link to that below also. So the last option I want to go over is to earn by watching videos, because so many people are interested in this, and it is actually possible to earn by watching videos online. But there are so many fake claims when you, for example, look on YouTube. There are so many that claim you can earn hundreds of dollars per day or easily make a full-time income, and there's even scam platforms that seem to pay you that much, but in reality you will just end up losing money or getting scammed. So do not believe any crazy claims like that. Yes, you can earn by watching videos, but it does not pay a lot. I would say if you're looking for effective ways to earn, then watching videos online is not a very good way. It's only a little bit of extra you can earn and then have fun at the same time. But you need to be realistic. Don't believe any of those where They claim you can earn $1, $2, $10 per video or hundreds of dollars per day, and I get questions about that all the time. So do not ask me how can I find a legit platform where I can earn $200 a day by watching videos, not doing anything else. You cannot, because those platforms do not exist. If a platform claims you can do that, they will end up scamming you. But if you want to join any of the platforms where you can actually earn a little bit of extra money by watching videos, I do have a list on my website. I will leave a link to that below also so you can check that out. As you can see, if you are looking for ways to earn free PayPal money, then there are plenty of opportunities, no matter your preferences, no matter your experience, and no matter the country you live in. I will leave links to all of these options that I went over here so you can find out more about the opportunities that you think are right for you. You can combine them as you want to and just choose the ones that fit your preferences, and especially think about time and effort. If you want fast money, which of these then you should go for? If you're looking for higher earning potential but willing to put a little bit more effort, then there are others you should go for. But as mentioned, you can find all that info below about these different opportunities to help you get started easily. And if this video did help you, then make sure to hit the like button, and also don't forget to subscribe to my YouTube channel and hit the notification bell so you won't miss out next time I release a video with tips and tricks about ways to make money online.